This is TVC Sports Center, live.
It was another sad day for Nigerian football following the death of yet another former Super Eagles coach, Amadou Shuaibu, on Saturday. His death comes just 3 days after the death of his one-time assistant and former national team coach, Stephen Keshi, also in Benin. Coming on the show this morning, I just kept thinking of how best to describe, what has hit Nigerian football and the nation as a whole. Nigerians in football, the world all over, yet to come to grips with the sudden death of Stephen Keshi when the death of another legend. NFF technical director, Shuaibu Amadou, was announced late on Friday. Words are not enough to describe the tragic events. It hurts, it stings, it's shocking, leaving everyone speechless. And using the words of NFF president, Amaju Pinnick, it's a tragedy to many. This is Sports Center. My name is Juliet Mafua, and on the show today we pay tribute to another Nigerian football legend, Shuaibu Amadou. Now, for members of the Super Eagles, it's been a death too many. On the show we have Super Eagles forward Sylvester Igbon. Sylvester, it's good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, these are not good times for Nigerian football. How will you describe what has hit Nigerian football in the past week? The whole news of the death coming in, Stephen Keshi and Shuaibu Amadou.
Just like you said earlier about the death of Stephen Keshi and Amadou Shuaibu. I mean, it's a sad moment for Nigeria, not just for the family of Keshi and Amadou Shuaibu. It's for everybody in Nigeria, because these two people have, one way or the other, participate for the Nigerian football, and to lose somebody like Stephen Keshi, someone who won the Nations Cup for Nigeria, and Amadou Shuaibu, someone who qualified Nigeria for the World Cup, it's painful to lose these two people, and the only thing I can say is that I pray such thing don't happen again. Yeah.
Yes. That's what most Nigerians have been saying. No one wants to hear this kind of news. We don't want to lose this kind of people anymore. Anyway, family, neighbors, and other mourners could not hold emotions and tears as they watched the remains of Shuaibu Amadou, laid into the grave. So we just go take their reactions.
He's a great man. He's a great man of the family. The father is our father. Since the death of our father, we regarded him as our father, and that is how we believe together with him. He doesn't joke with the family.
It's only he has left a very big gap for us in this life. It's a blow on the family. Just help us to pray so that we shall have the heart to take the irreparable loss.
I think Amadou will be remembered and appreciated more now in death, maybe than when he lived, because he took Nigeria to the highest level in football. Whether his allowances were paid or not paid were always a matter for speculation, but his commitment to the game was never questioned. His leadership ability was never in doubt, and his accomplishments are well in our records. I think maybe moments like this call for some reflections. What is happening?
Coach Amadou Shuaibu has lived a fulfilled life. He was a gentleman to the core, an honest person, and a person who was never afraid of saying it black and white the way it is. This was Amadou Shuaibu for you.
While the late coach was a patriot, he was always available to rescue Nigeria, even when all hope was lost, and ready to take the risk when no one was ready to do so. I mean, Sylvester, we're just talking about him qualifying, always getting to qualify the nation for the World Cup and not getting there. Those are memories Nigerians will have about Shuaibu Amadou as well. You remember those incidents? 2010, qualifying them, and wasn't taken to the World Cup.
They didn't take him to the World Cup. I mean, it was a shocking something for him. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, someone who qualified Nigeria for the World Cup deserves to take
the team
to the World Cup. So, you know.
It's quite sad.
Nigeria always have their own decision to make. You know, you can't say you want to make a decision for them. You know, it's not a one-man decision.
Of course.
It's a team decision.
And for Stephen Keshi, yes, you didn't get to play under him, but you remember him winning the AFCON for Nigeria. He's the only Nigerian to have done that as a player and a coach. Even though you didn't get to meet him, but of course you've played with some players that have played under him. Has there been any conversation, you know, between you and those players, like, concerning Stephen Keshi? Like, have they been reacting to these, some players of the Super Eagles?
I have some Super Eagles friends. I mean, I have some of my friends that plays in the Super Eagles, just like me, you know. I remember I had a call from Onazi, you know, telling me about the death of Stephen Keshi, because I already aware, I saw the story on the internet, you know. We actually discussed about it. You know, it's a painful death, you know, because this guy have helped Nigeria, to win the Nations Cup, even though he didn't qualify Nigeria for the Nations Cup, but we still remember what he have done for Nigeria, and then we appreciate everything he has done for Nigeria. It's so sad to lose somebody like Stephen Keshi, you know. It's just, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy to lose someone like Stephen Keshi at that young age. For me, I don't think he's old enough to die.
Including Shuaibu Amodu at 58. You know,
they're still young.
Both of them still had, you know, massive things to contribute to Nigerian sports. And like you said, it's really sad to lose both of them at this point. Well, Nigerian football fans are still in shock and disbelief following the events, you know, that have hit them in the past week. I will go to the streets and fill their polls and opinion poll.
It's a sad event, and I believe the sports world will be missing at least two great coaches that have taken Nigeria to the highs or the pinnacles of the football world. As a sports-loving Nigerian, as an ex-footballer, it's a shameful thing that this loss is coming at this time around, just in a trickle of a week interval. It's a great blow to the nation, a great loss to the sports entirely.
It's a very sad thing that the both coach, the ex-former Super Eagles coach death, they were between maybe a week interval. It's very painful, sharp.
A very bad incident for Nigeria, even a football-loving fans, losing that great man that's always called up when Nigeria needed him. I think a very painful exit for Nigeria.
All right, just to grave and disheartening, because a man of that caliber, I never expected him to go this time around, because not quite long Kechi left, and a day after or two, I think, Amodu joined him, so it was just too painful. It's a great loss anyway. It's a great loss.
Shuaibu Amodu has since been buried in his hometown within Ukwela in Benin City. And funny enough, you know, to think that he also signed, you know, the condolence of Stephen Keshi was one of them. I think they said about number 52 or so. But to think that he's been buried even before Keshi, that's the irony of life. All right, Shuaibu is survived by his aged mother, a wife, and 8 children. Well, adieu, Amodu, adieu, Keshi. You will both be greatly missed. Now, Egbon, let's come back to you now. Let's talk about the Super Eagles. Yeah, and I remember you making your debut for the Super Eagles against Tanzania. Yeah, in the AFCON qualifier. How was that? I mean, that feeling, you know.
It was a great feeling.
Yeah.
You know, you always wanted to represent your country. It's something I've been looking for so long. I remember then when I was playing in Denmark, then I was doing very, very great. That was when I actually think I'm going to get the chance to play for Super Eagles. And
Were
that
playing
was
for FC Midtjylland?
When I was playing for FC Midtjylland. But I didn't get the chance then, but luckily for me, and then Sunday Olise got the job, and then he invited me, and then, you know, I was very, very happy, because I've always dreamed to represent my country, because I remember getting approached for the Danish people if I could play.
They actually wanted you to play for them?
If I could play for them, but you know, I actually decided I want to play for my country, and then I waited for my time. So it was a great moment for me. You know, I have the picture at home, so
I can imagine. Yeah, I remember you coming on. Most people didn't really get to know the name then. Controversy about your surname, Igbonu, and all that. What was the correct one?
Igbonu.
Okay, and you know, but what people remember is the little time you came to play on, you did give your best, and there was this improvement in the team, even though we played a draw. But you go on to notch up 7 caps. That was massive.
It's because of the is because of the effort I put into the team, you know. I remember when I was invited to the Super Eagles, you know, I was together with different faces at the first, but when the next qualification came, and then it was different face again, you know. It all depends on the kind of performance you put on the field, and you keep getting the calls, you know.
Yeah, you talked about different faces. That's really a problem with Nigerian football at the moment. You can't just sit back and know, okay, this is the starting 11. Yeah. And that seems like a problem, isn't it?
That is that is the problem we are facing now in the national team, because we need to start building a team, you know. It doesn't have to be me being in the team, you know. We just have to know we have these particular players in the team, you know. Like if you look at the other countries, you know, even they have to bring in some players, it has to be 1 or 2 players, you know. But here in Super Eagles in Nigeria, they bring different faces, you know. So it's difficult when you play together with this one today. The next one is going to be with another person,
and the blending, the understanding.
You know, you have to. Football is all about understanding. You have to understand each other. How you guys play, you have to know where this one is going to move to, how you're going to play him. But if you keep changing the players, it make it even more difficult for you. So Nigeria just have to work on that.
That's a massive point. Okay, now we talked about the Super Eagles. Right now, there's no substantive coach, just the interim coach in Salisu Yusuf. You saw the friendlies, Mali, Luxembourg, and there's been the call that, okay, Salisu Yusuf should go on, even though the NFF want a foreign coach. Do you subscribe for a foreign coach? Do you think that's what the Super Eagles really need, or we should stick with a local coach?
I want the best for Super Eagles. If the Nigerian FA think foreign coach is going to help Nigeria, they should go ahead. And if they think the home base is going to help the team, they should go ahead. For me, the only thing I want for Nigeria is the progress of Nigeria. It doesn't have to be foreign coach or African or Nigerian coach. We just need the best, somebody who can help the team to grow.
Okay, sure thing. Yes, we've still got Sylvester Igbo, you're not leaving yet. Raul Diaz delivered the knockout blow which sent Brazil crashing out of the Copa America, or quite literally, the Paris star did punch the ball into the back of the net to seal a humiliating elimination for the Seleção. So sad for Brazil, but you know what? We'll just show you highlights of that. We've still got Sylvester Igbo, and of course, I've got another guest coming in.
Нечего делать. Я сказал, почти пенальти. Да, сделал шаг лишний, возможно. Да, он влево двинулся чуть-чуть. Он чуть-чуть. Тыщенников берет на себя. Сбрасывает. Но! Гол! Во всяком случае. Я хочу поздравить с этой ничьей. Я вас поздравляю всех. Слава, поздравляю вас с дебютом в качестве комментатора.
Leichte Hinweis mit dem Kopf. An wen auch immer gerichtet. Groß. Und Mustafi! Skodran Mustafi bringt Deutschland in Führung. 1:0, 19. Minute. Kommt noch mit. Müller ist mit dabei. Schweinsteiger, Tor!
Okay, I was caught doing that. Of course, when you've got the guys like this, you just can't help it. Shayo Willaby joins us now.
It's my fault.
It's your fault, Shayo. It was actually having a banter with Sylvester.
Yeah, I'm meeting him for the first time. I watched him play, and I think it's a good addition to the squad. And Dewey said we bring in a lot of new players, which is why you got in too. So yeah, let's have new players, but hopefully we'll stop building.
Exactly. It's about time we stop building.
A core of the team, and we know that when we put guys forward, there's Sylvester, there's Onazi, there's Mikel. I know that we have someone else coming in, or a group, a large bunch of people coming in.
Even the fan on the street you'll be able to mention. I remember growing up.
The starting lineup, yeah.
You know, I used to know the starting lineup. I could write it out myself. So that's what it should look like. Yeah, we just showed you pictures of Euro, and of course we can talk about Copa America. Yes, talking about Euro now. We've seen England, particularly. Have you watched any of the games? Which of the team has impressed you so far?
I watched Ukraine, Ukraine, Germany yesterday, and then I remember I watched Poland and
Northern Ireland.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, it's difficult for me to, because, you know, I skip. Sometimes I
You're just
watch.
switching over.
Sometimes I'm on my phone. Sometimes I'm doing something else, you know.
But you're impressed with Germany, no doubt.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, you say you're impressed. A team who won 2-0, what can you say? And you need 3 points, so that's what counts.
That's
So,
what counts. Yeah, Shire, let's just talk about Germany. We saw Bastian Schweinsteiger, you know.
Coming off the bench.
Yeah,
to
so much praise for him.
The
From
goal that took the pressure off them, because at some point I was thinking, would the opponent actually do Ukraine do what the opponent of England did to them in the at the very end? But then we know the Germans, very compact side. It's about efficiency for them. Maybe not, or effectiveness. Well, maybe a blend of the two, but for them, they don't need the flair. All they want to do is get the result. And that's exactly what they did. And if we're going to talk about the team that has impressed me so far, I think I'll pick the host, France.
Okay, France.
It was a very difficult game. And they still, even though so many people felt the penalty was so soft, and that shouldn't really have been called by Kasai, the referee. But then they came back and showed everyone that they've got it in them. And we know how the first games usually are. Everyone is still dodgy. So by the time we get into the second round of games,
there should be some progress. Hey, you talked about Poland, nicking that one day 1-0 against Northern Ireland. And Turkey, Croatia, yes, 1-0 to I particularly watched this game. And Luka Modric, of course.
Stunner.
That's it.
That's the Modric we knew way back. I think Real Madrid has overshadowed that. But when he was at Tottenham, where before he got to Real Madrid in the Premier League, he used to come in with that, with Bale and all that. He used to come in with those kind of performances. And I think it's been reignited in him, and we definitely can look forward to a good tournament from Modric.
Is there a particular player you're looking out for? There's we talk about Pogba, but we didn't really see so much. Maybe pressure telling on this young lad here, Paul Pogba in France. But apart from Pogba, is there any other player you just love watching in the Euros?
Definitely. I love to watch Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, he's my main man. Fortunately, I haven't played their first game yet, so I look forward.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, but I promise you, I'm gonna stay there and watch it 90 minutes. No,
Cristiano.
I'm gonna be focused. Yeah, I am a fan. I am a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm a fan of Real Madrid.
Wow, Lionel Messi wouldn't like you.
Yeah.
So let's fixtures we'll be having Spain against Czech. Now I've been waiting particularly for Spain because this is the first time they're going in. They are, defending champions, no doubt, but they don't seem to be like title favorites.
They don't rank top amongst the favorites. Though you still can write them off. You still can write them off, interestingly, because it's Spain. But back-to-back champions. We've seen what they did in qualifiers. It wasn't rosy, that's, as you would expect from the defending champions. We know they had the Woeful World Cup in 2014, so they are under a lot of pressure to actually impress now, and that's exactly what the team will do. The first game would actually shape their tournament. If they lose this first game, I'm not sure this will be Spain's tournament. Okay,
Spain, Czech, that's it. Belgium, Italy, this should be the cracker. Who are you giving it to?
Belgium.
Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, Fellaini and all
They have
that.
a very good player. They have a very young talent players. I mean, they have been doing very well in Europe recently. So for me, I see them as the favorite because when you look at Italy, it's not the same Italy we used to know before. So Belgium is a team, people think they can do, they can go far in this competition.
They look like dark horses then.
I think they have a chance against Italy.
Okay, those are the games in Europe. Copa America, Brazil, Peru. You were actually surprised when you saw Brazil was dumped out. But Brazil want to argue it's controversial. That goal, they feel it's like,
Be it's controversial or not, you ask, when did Brazil start struggling against Peru? Really, that's the question everyone is asking. I think for Brazil, we talked about Dunga. It's been given second, third, fourth, fifth chances about him being the manager of the Brazilian squad. I think it's about time they let him go. They need a fresh, a lease of fresh air. A breath of fresh air in the team, and I believe if someone else comes, Brazil has an array of talents all over Europe. It's about blending these guys, and I think Dunga hasn't achieved that, so they need someone who can actually do that for them. Okay,
other fixtures coming up later tonight: Mexico, Venezuela, Uruguay taking on Jamaica. Now, Dairy Farm Senior Secondary School winning this year's Lagos Principals Cup. Sylvester, I know you're so happy about this. This is your school. When I saw it, I was like, yes, this is it. That's your school there. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel good. Like you said, I mean, this is my school. I'm proud of them.
Did you play the Principals Cup?
Yeah, I played Principals Cup with them.
But they couldn't win then.
But I won with my GS1, GS2, GS3. Then I was in EOI High School. Then
okay.
I won with them.
I
won with them, but not with Dairy Farm.
Yeah, that's congratulations, Dairy Farm. Whitewashing Ejibo Senior Secondary School 6-1, winning the boys category there. That was massive. And then we should be looking out for future stars. coming out there. Ikotu Secondary School also clinching the title as in the female category, beating CMS Grammar School 2-0. You know, this Principal Cup is aimed at developing young talents. That's what it's all about. Yeah, and so, I mean, you want to give it to
guys
James
for the under 17. I think this is where the coaches should be looking at.
I mean, you just want to give it to them. Okay, congrats, you should be telling your school congrats.
It should,
congratulations.
Maybe you should even pay them a visit, you know, to encourage these young ones.
Maybe I will do that.
You should think about
Maybe
that.
I will do that.
Okay, thank you so much. So, are we expecting a move from you, this transfer? Are you leaving FC Ufa? Any club?
I don't know
Another
yet.
league?
I don't know yet, you know. The transfer window is still long.
Players are always like that. I don't know. You know already. Don't be like Zlatan. You know where you're going to. Thank you so much. Well, it was a pleasure having you on the show. We hope to see you again. Maybe the next host, December, actually. Maybe.
Maybe.
Thank you, Shayo Wulabi.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah. All right, then. That's it on the show Sports Center. My name is Juliet Mafua. Please pray for Nigerian football. I think we should be doing that hashtag now. It's the show Sports Center. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
That was TVC Sports Center.